Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. We have an update on the killing spree that shocked Houston County. One man was charged with killing 3 people in 3 places in a week.
That man, Daniel Franz, is now serving 25 years in prison for killing his friend over a bag of marijuana. In January of 2018, Franz shot and killed Vincent Jr. at the Tanglewood Apartments in Warner Robins. The next year, a jury convicted him of involuntary manslaughter and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
But he's charged in 2 more homicides that still haven't gone to trial. Less than 3 hours after Jr. was killed and less than a half-mile away, someone shot a store clerk at a Chevron gas station. And
a week later, a shooter killed Parker Moore as he worked at the Warner Robins Barberitos. 6.5 years later, Parker Moore's mother says she isn't sure her son's case will ever go to trial. She blames the Houston County District Attorney's Office for poor communication and inconsistent messages.
Leah Moore says she wants the person responsible for her son's death to be tried. Camila Williams is in studio to tell us why she feels like the county has let her down.
Yeah, Frank and Lori, Leah Moss misses her son Parker every day, but what she can't stop thinking about is why Daniel Franz hasn't been tried for her son's death.
Always smiling.
Almost 7 years of missing that smile.
Which is ridiculous.
Leah Moss says her son Parker Moore was 23 years old when he was killed in January 2018. She says since then she's asked about the person accused of killing him. That's Daniel Franz, who's also accused of killing another man at the Chevron gas station in Warner Robins. She says prosecutors are telling her one thing about the case and telling something different to Moore's father, who lives in South Carolina.
And when we came to the realization that we're not being updated the way we should be, he might be updated with something that I wasn't and vice versa. I just don't feel like that's right.
We reached out to Houston County District Attorney Will Kendall. He sent a statement saying, quote, "The case remains active in our office as we work towards a trial. I and leadership from my office have flown the family into Atlanta to discuss the case with them and remain in contact when updates are available. Given the serious nature of the case, it is not a quick process to bring it to trial. Because the case is active, I am unable to speak about the facts of the case." Moss says she didn't know Moore's father was flown to Atlanta, something she wishes she had known about.
You know, he could take 5 minutes and give me a call back.
Moss says she feels like the county has failed her, her family, and the community.
These events rocked this city, and I think that a lot of the people in the community would be shocked to know that we still have not seen justice.
Moss says she's dealt with 2 district attorneys since her son died. She fears she might go through another, and Franz won't go to trial.
It's going to be the 3rd DA since all of this. It's, I don't even know what prosecutor we're on.
Moss hopes Kendall will help the new DA, Eric Edwards, put Franz before a judge so there can be justice.
I hope that Eric Edwards will reach out to me and Parker's father and keep us updated equally. I don't feel like we should have to compare notes with one another to make sure we both know the same things.
Kendall did tell me he is aware that the case involves tragic facts and high emotions, and his office has met all its obligations in notifying the family about the case. Frank, Lori.
Thank you, Camila. DA Kendall could not estimate when the Franz case may go to trial. He says that's up to the judge.